Hello and welcome to the Coffee Break Catch-Up series featuring women from the First Fridays Network, which was created by the Irish Secretariat's office in Belfast. My name is Amanda Ferguson and my guest today is Sarah Lorimer. Sarah is a Peace Walls coordinator in North Belfast, working through the International Fund for Ireland's Peace Walls programme. Thank you for joining me, Sarah. How are you doing?
Well, Amanda, how are you?
I'm good enough form. I think we're all a little bit tired from following the US election results, so we'll move swiftly from that heated conversation onto a little bit about the work that you're doing.
A lot of my work is peace building, which involves having to bring people together, which obviously wasn't possible during the pandemic, but much of our activities focus on trying to build relationships, connections and trust with residents across the wall. And we managed to do much of our work online, which has been great. We have a women's network, for example, that works across the wall, and we were able to do much of our activities online.
Very good. And have you noticed that are there any new issues because of the COVID crisis, or is it really just exaggerated the issues that were already existing within communities?
Firstly, digital exclusion has been something that has really come to the fore, with many families in interface areas not having access to a computer or internet access. So we were able to address that throughout the summer and make sure that most people in the area had that access so they can have the same opportunity as everyone else. I suppose COVID really did shine a light on some of the inequalities and disadvantage that exists in peace wall areas. They are areas that suffered greatly throughout the conflict and continue to suffer today, with high levels of educational unattainment, deprivation, more physical and mental health problems. So all that was kind of, a curtain was drawn and showed what we already knew existed in those areas. So I would hope going forward that there may be more of a policy focus on some of those areas.
Sarah, can you talk to me a little bit about the importance of physical space in the work that you're doing?
Yes, well, for us, obviously, the peace walls are a major barrier to communities coming together, and much of our work is around redesigning and replanning space around walls. And certainly during COVID, the importance of our physical environment came to the fore. And a lot of our work is ensuring that people have access to green space within their vicinity and a shared space that families can use. So we're hoping going forward that there'll be more of a focus from government on the importance of people's lived environment and how we can improve that.
Is there one thing that 2020 has given you or taught you that you're grateful for?
Well, I'm definitely grateful for the third sector in terms of our wider society. I'm so impressed with the work that community organisations and women groups have done in responding to COVID and responding to the crisis. Historically, through the conflict, the third sector has always stepped up to the mark and supported those most vulnerable in our society, and of course that happened again with COVID. So I'm really grateful for those organisations.
Okay, and can you give us some of your top tips for how you've coped personally, around your restrictions, maybe for your own mental health when we face restrictions? What sort of kept you going?
Cave Hill, definitely. So lucky in North Belfast to have Cave Hill on our doorstep, and just having somewhere beautiful to go and walk and get away from things was really important. Cutting down on social media consumption was definitely good for my mental health, and just maintaining connections with people, making phone calls to friends and family, and trying to just have a routine and a proper productivity for the day were really important.
Okay, and can you tell us what is the best piece of advice you've ever been given, or at least one of the best pieces of advice you've ever been given?
I'll focus on one kind of about work and my work obviously in conflict resolution, and the importance of listening and active listening would be, you've 2 ears and 1 mouth, using that proportion.
Very good. And what's the best thing then about being a woman, about being Sarah?
For me, you know, women really are the backbone of our families, our communities, and our society. And they're really the glue that holds everything together. And I'm just so grateful in my career that I come across women who have played such an amazing role in peace building here and continue today to take risks and really put themselves out there for the greater good. So yeah.
Thank you very much. Sarah, thank you so much for talking to me today. If people want to find out a wee bit more about the work that you're doing, how do they do that?
If you go to the International Fund for Ireland's website and type in the Imagine Peace Walls programme, you'll find some of our activities and some of our survey results, which will be quite interesting for people to read.
Okay, well, that good stuff. Thank you. And that just leaves me to say thank you to you all for watching. Please share this clip on social media using the hashtag First Fridays, and we will be back next time talking to another fantastic woman from our community. Thank you.